Attention passionate Cleveland, Browns fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Cleveland Browns' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Cleveland Browns fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Cleveland, BROWNS FANS. Let's get to the news now, folks. If you've been paying attention to the NFL landscape, especially to what's been happening in the AFC North, you know that this division is always fiercely competitive. But lately, there's been a shift, a shakeup that's got everyone talking, and it involves the Cleveland Browns in a pretty significant way. We're talking about a move, a player, a moment that could redefine where this team is headed in the coming seasons. And trust me, this isn't just about one player. It's about the narrative of the Browns, their ambitions, and their quest to return to the top of the league. We've seen the ups and downs, the rebuilds, the coaching changes, and the roster tweaks, but this latest development could be the catalyst for the next era of Browns football. Let's start with a bit of context, because when you hear the name, you'll understand why it's such a big deal. We're talking about Amari Cooper, a player who, in his time with the Browns, left a mark that's hard to ignore. He's ranked as the 99th best Cleveland Browns player of all time, a noteworthy spot in the franchise's long and storied history. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. Wait, Cooper, didn't he recently leave the Browns? Yes, that's right. Just recently, Cooper was traded away, and that move sent ripples through the fan base and the league alike. But the story of Amari Cooper with Cleveland isn't just about his departure. It's about the impact he had on the team, his skill, his consistency, and how he helped shape the offense during a critical period. Amari Cooper, for those who might not be totally familiar, is a native of Miami, Florida, and came into the NFL with a reputation that preceded him. He played college football at Alabama, where he truly made his mark. Winning the Biletnikoff Award as the nation's top receiver and earning unanimous All-American honors in 2014, Cooper was already on the radar as a future star. His college career was nothing short of spectacular, and that talent translated seamlessly into the professional ranks. Drafted 4th overall in the 2015 NFL Draft by the Oakland Raiders, Cooper was expected to be a game-changer from day one. And he didn't disappoint. Over 4 seasons with the Raiders, he established himself as one of the league's most reliable and explosive receivers. His time in Oakland was marked by impressive stats and highlight reel plays, but it was really his move to the Dallas Cowboys in 2019 that took his career to another level. Traded for the 27th pick in that year's draft, Cooper made an immediate impact in Dallas, becoming a central figure in their passing game. Over 4 seasons with the Cowboys, he consistently delivered, showcasing not just speed and hands, but also route-running precision that made him one of the most technically refined receivers in the league. His ability to create separation and make contested catches turned him into a favorite target for Dak Prescott, and he played a critical role in Dallas's offensive schemes. Then, in 2022, the Browns acquired Cooper in a trade that was seen as a bold move by Cleveland management. They recognized his talent and believed he could be the piece to elevate their passing attack into a top-tier unit. And for a while, it looked like that gamble was paying off. In Cleveland, Cooper played 38 games, snagging 174 receptions for 660 yards and 16 touchdowns. Those numbers might not scream record-breaking, but they tell a story of a player who consistently produced when called upon. His average of 70 receiving yards per game is among the best in franchise history, ranking 3rd overall. Not only that, but Cooper also set a franchise record for most receiving yards in a single game with a staggering 265 yards. That performance alone is the stuff of Browns legend. But what really made Cooper stand out was his technical mastery. Watching him on tape, you'd notice that he was one of the most technically sound receivers Cleveland ever had. His routes were precise, his pacing on every route was impeccable, and he made complex plays look effortless. His ability to make every route look identical until he made his cut, combined with expert technique, made him a nightmare for defenders. He was, without question, one of the most consistent Browns receivers I've ever watched. And as a fan, you could see the effort, the craft, and the intelligence he brought to the field. It wasn't just about raw talent. Cooper was a craftsman, a technician who made every play count. But as with many stories in the NFL, the chapter with Cleveland was somewhat brief. After just 38 games, the Browns traded Cooper to the Buffalo Bills in exchange for the 94th pick in the draft. That move surprised many, especially given how much Cooper had contributed in such a short time. Still, it's all part of the NFL's business, and Cleveland, as a team, always seems to be in a constant state of flux, trying to find the right pieces to push them over the edge, to become serious contenders again. Cooper's departure marked a shift, a new chapter that leaves fans pondering what could have been, but also looking ahead to what's next. And speaking of what's next, let's look at Cooper's overall career. The guy has played 154 games in total, accumulating over 10,000 receiving yards and 64 touchdowns on 711 receptions. That's no small feat in the league's history. Making 5 Pro Bowls over his 10 seasons is a testament to his consistency and elite talent. He's been recognized league-wide as one of the best at his position, and even with his recent move, he's still considered a top-tier receiver. His experience, his skill set, and his ability to perform under pressure make him a valuable asset for any team. And I wouldn't be surprised if he finds a new home soon, maybe even with a team that's looking to make a playoff push. Now, let's talk a little about the Browns' current state. This team has been on a roller coaster for the past few seasons. After a long drought, they finally started to show flashes of their potential, especially with young stars and a revamped roster. The addition of players like Deshaun Watson has brought hope, but it's also come with its own set of challenges, including injuries, consistency issues, and the ever-present pressure to deliver results. The Browns' offense, in particular, has been a work in progress. They've had moments of brilliance, but also stretches where they struggled to move the ball effectively or put points on the board. That's where a player like Cooper was supposed to make the difference. His route running, his ability to create yards after the catch, and his veteran leadership. But with Cooper gone, the Browns will need to find new ways to fill that void. The roster is still loaded with talent, and there are promising young receivers who now have a chance to step up and prove themselves. Still, losing a player of Cooper's caliber leaves a noticeable gap. It's a reminder that in the NFL, no matter how well you plan or how talented your roster is, things can change in an instant. That's part of what makes the game so exciting, so unpredictable. Looking ahead, the Browns are aiming for that elusive postseason run. They have the talent, the coaching staff, and the drive, but consistency will be key. If they can tighten up their offensive line, improve their quarterback play, and develop their younger receivers, they could be a real threat in the AFC. And don't forget, the AFC North itself is a battleground. The Ravens, Bengals, and Steelers are all bringing their A-game every week. So Cleveland has to be sharper and more disciplined than ever if they want to rise above the competition. But what about Cooper's future? Well, given his track record, I believe we haven't seen the last of him yet. He's still in his prime, and with the right situation, he could be a major difference maker. His technical skills are top-notch, and his ability to create separation and make tough catches is elite. It's just a matter of finding the right team that values his skill set and can utilize him properly. Whether it's a team fighting for a playoff spot or a contender looking to add depth, Cooper's experience and talent make him a valuable target. And now, Cleveland Browns fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Do you think the Browns made the right move trading Cooper? How do you see the team adjusting without him? Are you optimistic about the upcoming season? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Browns. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Cleveland Browns news. This team is always evolving, always fighting, and always worth watching. So keep your eyes on the Browns, because the best is yet to come, and we'll be here every step of the way to bring you all the latest insights, stats, and stories from the heart of Ohio. This story of Amari Cooper's time with the Browns is just one chapter in what's shaping up to be a fascinating NFL season. The division is heating up, new stars are emerging, and Cleveland is determined to return to its former glory. Whether Cooper finds a new team or not, his impact here in Cleveland has already cemented his place in franchise history. The future of Browns football looks bright, with plenty of talent, determination, and a passionate fan base behind them. So keep supporting your team, stay fired up, and let's see how this next chapter unfolds. The Browns are a team built for battles, and with the right moves, they can still make a splash in the postseason and beyond. Thanks for sticking with me, Browns fans. Your loyalty and passion make this journey so special. We'll catch up soon with more news, analysis, and insights. Until then, stay safe, stay loud, and as always, go Browns.